Welcome to the midnight hour. The air crackled with anticipation, an undercurrent of unease beneath the saccharine sheen of Valentine's Day. Clara, alone in her apartment, felt the dissonance acutely. Unlike the couple strolling hand in hand or the cacophony of love songs on the radio, her day held only the promise of loneliness and shadows. She found solace in an antique shop, drawn to a dusty, velvet box tucked away in a forgotten corner. Inside, nestled amidst faded lace, lay a single, exquisite crimson rose. Its petals, despite their age, held an unnatural vibrancy, and an inscription on the card read, "Love's embrace transcends time." As the day waned, a sense of isolation gnawed at Clara. Impulsively, she placed the rose in a vase, its scarlet glow the only warmth in her cold apartment. Then, the doorbell chimed. A delivery, she thought, surprised. At the door stood a tall, elegant figure cloaked in black. His face, hidden under a wide-brimmed hat, remained in shadow. He held out a single, identical crimson rose, his voice a deep baritone.
"For you. On this lonely night."
Clara, inexplicably drawn, accepted the rose. The man bowed, a hint of amusement in his voice.
"Remember, love can bloom even in the darkest corners."
With that, he vanished into the night. That night, the rose in her apartment pulsed with an eerie light, its scent strangely intoxicating. Dreams plagued her, vivid visions of swirling red and whispered promises of belonging. When she woke, the rose was gone, replaced by a crimson mark on her wrist, identical to the man's hat brim. Days turned into weeks, the mark on her wrist a constant reminder. Strange occurrences unfolded, whispers in the night, fleeting shadows, and an overwhelming urge to be outdoors, drawn to the city's darkest corners. One moonlit night, she found herself at the abandoned cemetery mentioned in the rose's inscription. The air thrummed with an unseen energy, the rose in her hand glowing brighter. Emerging from the mausoleums, a figure approached. The cloaked man, his eyes now glowing red, smiled.
"You've come, my love. Join me in eternal embrace."
Terror coiled in Clara's gut, but the mark on her wrist pulsed in response, a sickening warmth spreading through her. The rose seemed to whisper,
"Love's embrace transcends time."
Suddenly, a voice pierced the silence. An old woman, her eyes filled with ancient wisdom, warned,
"Beware the whispers of the crimson rose. It feeds on loneliness, promising love but stealing life."
Fear ignited in Clara. With newfound strength, she crushed the rose, its light extinguished. The man shrieked, his form dissolving into dust. The mark on her wrist faded, leaving behind a chilling reminder. Alone again, yet free, Clara stepped back into the sunlight. Valentine's Day had shown her the dark side of love, the seductive lure of belonging that could consume. Though forever marked by the experience, she carried a new understanding. True love wouldn't bloom in shadows, but in the courage to face the darkness and choose her own path. But was the crimson rose truly vanquished? Or did its whispers still linger, waiting for another lonely heart to ensnare? The answer, like the shadows that cling to the edges of Valentine's Day, remained uncertain, a chilling reminder that love, in its darkest forms, could be the most terrifying monster of all. Valentine's Day, a day meant to celebrate love and affection, held a sinister undercurrent for the small town of Willowbrook. Nestled among the rolling hills, the town had long been shrouded in whispers of a tragic love story that had unfolded decades ago, a tale of passion, betrayal, and an untimely demise that left two souls forever intertwined in the realm of the supernatural. As the anniversary of the ill-fated lover's demise approached, a palpable tension settled over Willowbrook. Among the townsfolk, whispers of ghostly apparitions and restless spirits haunted the streets, a chilling reminder of the tragedy that had befallen the star-crossed lovers. Amidst the whispers of the supernatural, two young lovers, Emily and James, found themselves drawn to the allure of Valentine's Day. Ignoring the warnings of the townsfolk, they embarked on a romantic getaway to the secluded cabin nestled in the woods, a place where the spirits of the past were said to roam freely. As night fell over Willowbrook, Emily and James arrived at the cabin, their hearts filled with anticipation for a night of passion and romance. Little did they know that their presence had awakened the spirits that lingered within the shadows, drawn forth by the echoes of their love. As the lovers reveled in each other's embrace, a chill settled over the cabin, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly presence. Strange occurrences plagued their evening, the flickering of lights, the sound of footsteps echoing through the halls, and whispers carried on the wind. Ignoring the signs of danger, Emily and James pressed on, determined to savor every moment of their time together. But as the clock struck midnight, the veil between the living and the dead grew thin, and the spirits of the past emerged from the shadows, their ethereal forms illuminated by the pale moonlight. In a surreal twist of fate, Emily and James found themselves ensnared by the ghosts of the tragic lovers, their souls bound to the cabin for eternity. The spirits, consumed by jealousy and longing, sought to reclaim what had been lost, to experience the fleeting embrace of love once more, even if it meant dragging the living into the realm of the dead. With each passing moment, Emily and James felt their grip on reality slipping away, their bodies growing cold as the spirits drew them closer. Desperate to escape the clutches of the supernatural, they fought against the spectral forces that surrounded them, but their efforts were in vain. As dawn broke over Willowbrook, the cabin stood silent and still, its secrets buried beneath the weight of centuries-old tragedy. Emily and James, their love eternal but their souls forever lost, became another chapter in the town's haunted history, a cautionary tale of the dangers that lurked in the shadows, waiting to claim those foolish enough to defy the spirits of the past. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment.